I'm Dylan, and welcome to Twisted Rich Garage. What's up, guys, and thanks for joining us on this episode of Twisted Wrench Garage. Taking a break for Black Pearl again. Gonna be doing some work to my son's truck here. This is his truck. This is his '95 Chevy Silverado. This used to be my old truck. I traded what was that, 03 Mazda 6 or Mazda 3?
Mazda Speed 3.
No, it wasn't a Mazda Speed 3. It was a Mazda 3. It wasn't the Speed version, but I just traded a Mazda 3 hatchback for this truck. I ended up having a deal on this thing. The whole story was I had the Mazda. I ended up getting in contact with a guy who had it was a 90 Dodge short wide. It was white. It had the Magnum 318 and a 4-speed. And then I was going to trade the Mazda for this truck and then trade this truck for that Dodge, because the guy who had the Dodge, he wanted a Chevy. So I went through and did this trade and then went to go do the other trade, and that guy just really never got back with me. So I ended up with a Chevy pickup. And I drove it for probably a year and a half, 2 years, and then I got my red truck, and that's kind of where those kind of things kicked off, and this kind of got set aside. He ended up buying it from me for a pretty darn good price. It has its faults.
$2,500.
Hey,
That's a good deal.
$2,500 for a running driving truck isn't a bad price.
You know,
Usually they're around $3,500 to $4,000. This one does have a few issues. One of the issues that we're having is with the transmission. You're driving around just normally, you're driving 45 miles an hour, it shifts fine, but as soon as you get above 45 and you get to about 55, every once in a while it'll just downshift into third and then stay in third. It won't shift out. You can manually shift it into second. It'll go to second. You can manually shift into first. It'll go to first. But then if you try to go back up into drive, it won't shift out of first anymore. So you have to actually pull off, shut it off, count to 10, start it back up, and it actually shifts fine after that, which we are still baffled by what's causing that. So if anyone has any information on that, definitely let us know down in the comments. But what he wants to do today is he actually snagged up some parts for the front end of his truck. He got a new bumper and a lower valence for it. He wants to get that swapped out because, the front of it did have a black strip on it. He ended up pulling that strip off, and it showed that chrome through, and he was planning on using some Scotch-Brite or SOS to get this paint off, but it's just too thick for him to really bother himself to pull it off. So he just went ahead and bought himself a new bumper and a plastic lower valence to get the front of this looking a little sportier. You do have to pull off quite a bit of stuff here. The grill, the headlights can stay. There's a plastic piece down here on the bottom that has to come off, and then the bumper can actually come off then. The bumper he got, it didn't come with any of the hardware. So what we just did is we got the lower valence just kind of zip tied on there. It didn't fit perfect because Chinese products, they're not perfect, but we got that on there. Had to straighten up a few dents on the bumper from shipping. It's got a few scratches here and there from shipping as well. Yeah, I've already warned him. Putting it on here, this paint is just temporary. He does plan on painting it to match the truck, that gold or that brownish gold color. I'm not even quite sure the color. What is that color?
I have no idea, but it was a common color they used in 50s Chevy vehicles.
Yeah, 50s and 60s probably.
It has a color code, but I don't remember what it was.
But yeah, he wants to color match it, and he's also wanting to get some mirrors to paint and color match those too. We've already got quite a bit of parts for this. We're also going to be lowering this truck in the future too. We've already got pretty much all the parts for that, so that's going to be another big job to do. But he doesn't even have his driver's license yet, so I want him to drive the truck, get a little feel for the truck while it's at its normal ride height, and just kind of learn first, because once you lower a vehicle, it completely changes how you should drive the vehicle. You got to watch out for a lot more stuff. You got to be more cautious, those kind of things. So I just think to keep that stress down on him while he's learning to drive and driving for the first time, he won't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get you guys set up in a position. I'm gonna let him get to work on this. I'm just gonna kind of help him where I can, and we're gonna get this all swapped out on the front of this and see what this looks like after this front bumper swap. All right, so we got the hood popped. We got a few tools ready. One helpful thing to keep on hand is one of these magnetic tray holders here. Throw all your nuts and bolts in there, kind of keep them together so you know where things go. So I'm gonna let him take over and he'll get to work.
So up here, it's been a while since I've taken this whole thing apart. From what I remember, it's just these two bolts up here, one way over here and the other on the opposite side. I'm just going to use that rail to make it a little bit faster.
And what size is that?
And 9/32. I think that's it for up here. It's been so long, I genuinely don't remember. Alright, so there should be 4 screws holding in each of these little lower headlight things. Mine obviously is kind of missing those. Then there's also another 9/32 bolt holding the grill in way up here. It's hiding underneath there. And hopefully once you get all those done, it should just come off. But, you know, don't quote me on that.
That electric tool makes things a lot nicer, don't it?
Yeah.
I've got a Phillips head attachment to that. Let me grab that for you. Make it a little faster.
Alright, so once you have them hanging out just like this, you got to take the lights out. You just push this little gray tab down and twist, and make sure that you put them in a safe spot where they won't get broken. And then this thing just comes right off. And we got to do that to the same thing. Got to do the same thing over here. And mine's missing another one. Same thing over here, but the opposite direction. I think. I hope. Question mark. And make sure it's right here. Take that out. Put it somewhere safe. And hopefully this thing just comes right out. Question mark. There's some little tabs up here somewhere, I think. Huh. Can't reach those screws. Oh, okay, I see. There's a couple more bolts up here. They're hidden underneath this bezel here. And some of these screws are different sizes than others. You don't want to get them mixed up. There we go. Set this down. Hopefully this thing just comes right out. No, there's you have to undo the lights back here for these little reflector blinker things. You just, same thing with these ones, you twist them and you pull them out. And it should just come out. Mine's a little broken. It's old work truck, but there's something holding these things together. This valence and this one goes loose. If I do remember correctly, I just like forced the thing off and it came out.
Because there's clips right here. Remember these clips?
Mm.
So
I think we pressed down on them.
down inside there's these silver clips that he forgot about. We need to push those silver clips down and it'll let that come out of that lower valence. There's one over here that's actually holding them up. Let's see if I can get it here.
Alright, so that should be the whole front grille loose and ready to come out. Make sure you don't break any of the lights. And there you go. You made your truck 10 times uglier.
Yeah, these trucks do not look good without their front grille.
And there's this little plastic thing you got to pull off to be able to access No, wait, that's underneath. We might not have even needed to take this thing off, but better safe.
Yeah, you will, because there's bolts underneath this.
There.
Right here. Right here.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Right here. So right now, you can pull the bolts out that he's pulling off, but you can go ahead and pull this bumper bolt, these bumper bolts off. There's some on the bottom, but you do need to pull this.
Yep. Just make sure you don't get those mixed up. You put one in the wrong hole on accident, and you should be fine. That's broken, so go ahead and undo that anyways. And I believe that's all of them, and this thing should just slide up and out. And try not to break any lights. Very thin metal, you wouldn't want to break it. They're not metal, glass. Alright, so there will be 8 18mm bolts holding the bumper on. We're going to do the bottom ones first, then the top ones last, just to be a little bit easier on ourselves. Mine is missing one of them somewhere. Yeah, it's missing probably. And then there's just the 4 up here. That one's a little stubborn. Thank you. This should be the one. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to lose these big ones, but just for safekeeping. Here. Then we set this thing down and the bumper should just come right off. Mine has these aftermarket plugs on it. The plugs for are right here. We just pull these off and then the bumper will be free. If I can figure out how to get them off. There it is. Yeah, you press down the tab. Just press down that tab and boom. Over there.
Yeah, you can put it over there for now.
So just same thing, but backwards. This one, they're actually pretty similar in weight. Out with the old, and in with the new.
Alright, if you hand me one of those bolts, I'll get one of these top ones started for you.
There you go. Make sure to keep your wires out of the way of your threads. Get that one and I'll get this one. Yeah,
Making sure you're leaving everything loose.
Yeah. Don't tighten everything just yet. There we go. Started. That's going to be a little bit more of an issue.
And again, it's a China piece, so it's not going to be perfect. So you might have to tweak it a little bit. Might grab a hand. Well, that will be all right.
Just pull it and it should work just fine.
Yep.
You can give it a little
Let
bit.
me grab another bolt from you, and I'll put this one in over here.
Hang on, I gotta get this one loose because it started its own thread, I think.
Yeah, pull that back out.
There we go.
So it needs to go towards you.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Started.
We want to start the bottom ones too.
Yeah. So I have my 4th one inside the truck because not all 3 of them, or not all 4 of them would go back in on the bottom because we accidentally dented it, pushing my dad's truck into the driveway. And with the valence, it's a little bit different, but all you gotta do is look for the hole and just screw them in. Just hope and pray everything lines up. In my case, my hoping and praying did not work.
How off are you?
By quite a bit.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we got to come out towards us.
All right.
With a little help, we were able to get all the bolts in. Had to get the pry bar out and get her tweaked just a little bit, because China product, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to work. It's going to work, okay? So now he's just going to tighten them all up now.
I'm going to start from the middle just because that's how I prefer it. That should be perfectly fine.
All right, bottom ones now.
Oh, that's not in. That one was not in.
And did it come back out?
Yeah, it came back out.
All right, might have to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Let's see if that helps get this one lined up a little bit. All right, we're gonna have to loosen that.
Loosen?
Yeah, because I gotta move it forward some. Gotta go. I think you're gonna have to loosen up those top ones. Definitely some fidgeting to get these things to fit right. I think that's in.
It's in there now, yeah.
I'll tighten up these bottom ones for you, since I'm down here and all. You know, this valence makes it a little harder to get my hat down here.
It looks good. It's nice and spongy.
Now for final tightening. Is that cable underneath there?
Huh.
Just making sure that wasn't underneath it.
You know, I pulled them all loose before.
All right.
It's on there.
It's on. So now you gotta put, the, what, the black piece on now?
Yeah. Gotta put this thing back on here first. Gotta pull these back up. This one first. Mine's broken, so it's not gonna line back up perfectly, but it is what it is. And this thing slides down from the top the same way you pulled it out. The bumper is it's a little bent, so it's not fitting.
Oh, the bumper?
There you go.
There you go.
Not perfect, but it's in.
I'm gonna try to straighten this bumper out a little bit. Here, hold that. Let's see if we can do a little maintenance here.
I think it needs to come up some too.
Yeah, it's almost like it's bent downward.
Yep. Well, all of these, I believe, are in the correct spot because there's only two pieces that slide down on mine because it's broke. But just take the same bolts you pulled out of it and put them back in. Gotta swap out the drill bit piece. Put this in here. Hang on. That's not lined up. Does it need to go up or down?
Hold on, let's see.
Uh-oh. Wait, it's missing. Look. The piece that had the thread in it is gone.
It is gone. Where'd it go?
I have no clue. Well. Oh, is that it? That was it.
That was it. Huh?
So it's going to be held in with 3 bolts.
Well, we can grab a zip tie, throw a zip tie in there.
Or that. Let's do that after I get these other ones put in first. I'm gonna start the thread.
Please be careful not to over tighten it with that, okay?
Yeah, if it's cheap plastic, it's good. Should be good. You know? That's good. It's gonna be really flimsy from the middle. It's not magnetic. Okay, I'll set this down. There we go. Well, all the ones that will go in are in. So now we're just going to use zip ties to get that middle piece secured, and we will call it good. Alright, once you got everything mounted back up the way it should be, set this thing roughly where it's supposed to go, and feed your lights through the hole. Oops, getting water all over me. This thing is not the right spot. Upside down. It's upside down. You didn't say anything earlier.
No, I didn't tell you it was upside down, because, I mean, how else are you going to learn? It was upside down. I knew it. He's like, I can't figure out why this thing will fit. It was upside down. Yeah, give him a hand here.
Got him.
Yep, now you just need to line up those tabs.
About the same way it came out, it'll go back in. There's tabs. Push it back into the spot where it belongs. That one's in. And I think this one's broken.
It's possible.
It's broken. That's why it was so loose over here.
Gotcha.
And this thing. Go ahead and get started on these guys so that they don't come loose.
I bet this thing would look pretty good with an all black grill.
I was thinking I want to keep it chrome. Like I'm gonna paint.
I don't know if you leave. I don't know if you leave the bumper black. If you actually just repaint it black, did the grill black, and then did the mirrors black, and maybe your hood black, that you have that gold and black kind of thing going, brown and gold kind of thing going, or brown and black. Sorry, I think that would look good.
This isn't perfectly lined up. There we go.
Especially if you went with some, because you got smoked out. You got smoked out lowers. If you got smoked out uppers and smoked out corners, all blacked out, I think that would look super cool.
I was thinking instead of spending the $200 for new headlights and taillights, I just tint the ones I have.
Yeah, it's possible. They do make a spray for it.
There's these 4 top ones, and then there's the one in the center. Which is always a pain. There we go. Now I have some bolts left over. That's because it's broken. I just put it back together the better way. That's the wrong way.
He says put it back together the better way, but then he says the wrong way.
It's in there.
Now you need to do your
Lowers.
lights.
Yep. I get these mixed up. I believe that one came off that side.
Probably.
Match the headlights.
Maybe. I don't know. You don't want to take it apart.
I'll figure it out. Before you put the lowers in though, you gotta be sure to put these things back in. This is your blinker. They're a little bit of a pain to get perfectly in there because you can't see what you're doing, but you'll know whenever you get them. These go in the same way they came out. You just twist. Same thing here. I hope. Yeah. Okay, well that's gone. I don't know where it went.
Really? You already lost something? You'll probably have to reach your hand up underneath there and try to grab it.
I can't see. Man. Lower the truck without lowering the truck.
Put your hand up where this plastic piece is.
Here?
Up in there somewhere.
I swear it actually just vanished. I'm feeling for it and it's not here. Okay, well that bolt's gone. We're not gonna find it. We're just gonna put these back in. This side only takes 2 anyways because it's broken.
You should probably put the other one over there in the top corner.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Uh-uh.
How about the bottom corner
threads?
over there?
Nope.
Really?
Gone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you need to get another grill.
Yep. Need to get another grill and all the threads.
There's no threads there for it either? Really?
All gone. Shattered.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do,
Zip tie.
yeah, something. Because
They can't rattle around.
can't rattle around like that. Here, pop those back out. Let's grab a zip tie.
Okay. Disappeared.
You always end up reverting to zip ties when you really have to. This truck's gonna be A+.
Mint. Mint, as us Chevy guys would say. I'm doing this the wrong way. Stuff it back here makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I would probably pull this out like that and then zip tie it.
I'm not getting much anywhere with this. Almost. Come on. There we go. Can I grab it? Yeah, there we go. We're only going to use the one zip tie because it's a
Yeah.
Chevy. It's not like it matters anyways.
Alright, now you can just put those other ones back in. That'll kind of hold it.
It's black, so you can't even see it.
Because if zip ties won't hold it, I mean a screw probably wouldn't have, would it?
Nope.
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Wrong direction.
Sound like thunder.
Now be sure not to over tighten those, because you'll end up like me and you'll end up needing to use zip ties to hold it in. So we're just going to do the same thing over there, minus the zip tie, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like you got more mounting spots here.
Yeah, I got 3 of them instead of 2. Okay. You just start with this guy, blinker, put it back in the same hole it came out of, twist to mount it. I did that sideways, but doesn't matter, it'll work same way. Now this thing was a little bit of an issue. There we go. I did that wrong.
Yeah, you kind of forced it.
Okay, it has to go like this then,
Yeah.
which is kind of a weird design. Weird design. Yeah, there goes. Same thing with this one. Boom. That's upside down.
Do you have the lights plugged in the right spot? It looks like you haven't twisted.
Does that? Uh-oh.
Yeah, because only one of them is going to be a running light, one of them is going to be a turn signal. So you got them in backwards.
Now will it come back out is the question.
Yeah, you have to push the clip pretty good.
Don't want to over tighten them. for me. I think they're all stripped, so it doesn't matter anyways.
They're just plastic clips, so yeah,
Right,
good enough.
I'll put back together.
Not too bad, not too bad. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Here, just grab your tool here. Let's close that hood. We need to cut that zip tie.
Yeah, but I like it.
Looks like you got an eyelash over there. Still a little in the dark here, but you can kind of get an idea there. We'll pull it out back out in the street where it's normally parked, and we'll get a better look at it. Well, there we go. We took her for a quick spin, double checked all the lights, made sure everything was working. That definitely changes the front end of the look of this truck, that's for sure. Definitely gave it a sportier look. I still think it looked good, looked really cool with it. Black grille, black bumper, black hood, black mirrors. I don't know about black wheels, but some steelies for sure. You know, we like our steelies. You know, steelies and hubcaps. That's what I really like.
That's what I was looking for. Looking for some 15s.
But not like newer center caps. I'm talking like 70s C10 center caps, the round ones.
I was thinking like the ones that are on that red truck down the block.
Yeah,
Right there.
but not too bad. He did a pretty good job on it. I think it looks pretty good. He's happy with it. You know, he'll be driving it here real soon. He'll get to start really enjoying the stuff that he's doing to it. We got a lot more stuff planned for this truck. Like I said, we got a lowering kit for it. He's wanting to do another grill, mirrors. He has had thoughts about hoods, and we got to make some fiberglass repairs on that rear bed on this passenger side. But I mean, overall, it's a really good truck. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll check you guys out on the next episode. Don't forget, if you want to, you can always join that Twisted crew for just 99 cents a month, and you can then be the sponsor of every video I'm making. So we'll check you guys out on the next episode.